Lately, I've been in the mood for some good old-fashioned PlayStation nostalgia. I mean, after all, we are in the 30th anniversary of PlayStation, and I've been a fan since the very beginning with the original first PlayStation. So the timing seems perfect for the release of Astro. Now, is this the game of the year for 2024? Let's find out. As you probably know, Astro is not only the next installment for the franchise from Team Asobi, but it's also the franchise's first full-scale, full-on game release, and I'll tell you, the team came out swinging with this one. You have over 80 levels to explore, each with its own unique style and design, as well as 300 bots to rescue throughout all of the levels. Among the 300 bots, there are roughly around 150 of them that are dressed as a cameo character from the various franchises over the PlayStation's past 30-year history. The story is fairly simple, as the bots are traveling through space in their PS5 spaceship, and they are attacked by a big green alien who causes the ship to crash and all of your bot friends to be scattered across the galaxy. Each galaxy does have a boss fight, and upon completing each one, you will rescue part of the spaceship that you will then repair and put back into your PS5 spaceship. You can kind of tell that the game did take some inspiration from Nintendo's favorite plumber, but the game does have its own twist and flavor to it. Rather than taking multiple hits of damage and losing your power-ups in the process, Astro is a one-hit respawn to your last checkpoint type of game. The power-ups here is quite different from what you would see in other 3D platformers, and I feel that they were done really well. You might have a robot dog or chicken on your back that will allow you to boost forward or upward respectfully, and a pair of frog-like gloves that will allow you to punch different enemies and different walls, as well as swing through some of the levels. And there's a few more as well that I won't mention here because you really need to experience these for yourself. Now, each boss fight does play slightly similar to one another by summoning various enemies to attack you while you wait for your opportunity to strike the boss themselves. However, each boss also does have their own unique design and theme to it, and they are quite unique from one another. So there is a bit of difference in the boss fights, just not too much of a difference. Now, upon completing each of these different sections and boss battles, you will also unlock a special character cameo that does come with its own theme stage, and you will then take on the role of that cameo character in that stage and have a very unique gameplay style. For example, there is a level where you play as a bot version of Kratos from God of War, and you will explore a frozen Midgard, and you will also have possession of Kratos' Leviathan axe, and you can use to attack enemies and freeze different obstacles so you can progress through the level. And for a voiceless protagonist, this bot does have quite a bit of a personality. You know exactly what he's thinking just based on his actions, whether he is hot, cold, scared, or happy. It's just all portrayed in his face and his actions. So not having a voice is not a big deal for the character, as there is a lot of character and personality here. Now, when it comes to the visuals, there really isn't much in terms of options for your performance, and you don't really need it here. The game looks and runs amazingly. No frame rate issues, no hiccups, nothing like that. As for audio, admittedly, there are some songs that are quite annoying, as you would see from most games like this, but a majority of the music is fantastic and very enjoyable to listen to. And just like Astro's Playroom, this game does utilize a majority of the features of the DualSense controller. Adaptive triggers, motion control, the vibration in the controller to allow you to feel what the bot is feeling when he's walking on different terrains. So it is quite impressive. Of course, by utilizing these features on the controller, you will of course be draining your battery a bit quicker. And of course, you can change certain things in the settings for how much of the controller features you want to experience for yourself. Now, throughout the levels, there is a variety of collectibles you can find consisting of lost bots for you to rescue, puzzle pieces that will unlock new different features for the hub world, which we'll get into later, and in some cases, a special collectible that will transport you to a Lost Galaxy section. Now, these Lost Galaxy sections will add a new level in the Lost Galaxy for you to play with more bots to unlock. You can also unlock within these different worlds something known as a Lost Void within each section. There are 4 Lost Voids, each representing the 4 face buttons of the PlayStation controller, X, square, or cross, square, triangle, and circle, and each of the voids will have 4 levels individually. Now, these are essentially the challenging levels, and when I say challenging, I mean almost throwing my controller across my apartment due to the intense frustration. I have heard various reviewers say that these challenging levels might be very difficult for the younger players to complete, and I have to strongly agree. And the unfortunate part of these challenging levels is the reward. Instead of giving you a really cool cameo outfit for your character to wear, you're only rewarded with another bot friend to rescue that will be added to your hub world for your other unlocks later on. And that's about it. These challenging levels also have no checkpoint system, so it is a one-hit die, you're back at the start of the level. Granted, these challenging levels are much shorter than your average levels in the game, but the challenge makes the levels feel never-ending as you will constantly die and retry over and over and over again. Now, speaking of the costumes, I went in thinking that I can unlock a majority, if not all, of the 150 cameo costumes for my bot, but no. There is a much smaller amount of outfits, and only a tiny number of them are really themed after a PlayStation character. I may not be able to run around all the levels as Kratos or Aloy like I wanted to, but there is at least a Jack outfit, and that's something I guess, although I'm pretty sure the outfit you get is from the first Jack and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, rather than a Jack 2 or Jack 3 outfit. I just wish that there was more costumes for my character to wear, like Kratos, for majority of the game and not just that one specific level. Or dress up as Lara Croft, for example. Not a thing here. You have much smaller options for the costumes, and that was a bit disappointing. Now, in this hub world, the crash site where your PlayStation ship crash and all the rescue bots will take refuge. You can basically attack them and they will do a special action, which is pretty cool. Like if you go to Ken, he would do a Shoryuken on Ryu, and if you attack Ryu, he would do a Hadouken on Ken. You have Snake doing something he shouldn't be doing in this game. But there's also a claw machine that you will find in this hub world, and that's where you will spend your coins to unlock various items like different colors for your DualSense airplane thing that your character flies on in each level. You can find the different outfits for your character to wear. You can unlock different, trophy items for your individual cameo bots that they can interact with in that hub world. So for example, Kratos having a campfire, or you have Snake with the cardboard box that he will hide under. So things like that for you to unlock within this hub world. The only issue I found in terms of using the different colors for your DualSense controller spaceship in the game is that after loading the game from turning off the console or whatever, it does default back to the original color and doesn't keep your saved color. So that was a bit of an issue. Maybe it's a feature, maybe it's a bug, I'm not quite sure. So after about 23 hours, I have about 98% game completion, and I won't spoil what's needed for me to get that last 100%. And to make sure that you have all the collectibles in each level, you are able to replay any level at any time, and you can spend 200 coins on a special robot bird that will fly with you, and it will signal when a collectible is nearby. You don't have to wait till you beat the game to replay the levels from the beginning. Each time you complete a level, you can just replay it right there if you want to, just to get those missing collectibles and bots if you want to go for that 100% completion. Now, 200 coins may not seem like a lot to spend on this robot, but if you find yourself having to constantly use the robot bot like I did, you're gonna end up burning that amount a lot quicker than you want to, and you may not have enough money to use the claw machine to get all the items unlocked, at least not early on. And there is also a very basic photo mode, but it does not unlock for quite a while. And then there really isn't much in terms of features in the photo mode. I've seen much better photo modes and I've seen much worse photo modes. I usually spend a lot of time in photo mode, and I didn't really spend too much time here in the photo mode, which is a bit unfortunate, but the game does make up for that, as most of the levels will have a special cardboard cutout, I guess you can say, where your bot will go behind and put his face through the hole of that cutout, and it will have like a special animation that will appear, like other characters will come out and pose for the picture, and you will get prompted to take a picture, and doing so will gain you quite a few coins when you do that. So that was pretty cool and pretty adorable, if you ask me. So Astrobot really is the complete package. There is a lot, and I mean a lot, of levels to explore and a lot of collectibles to find. The features that this game offers, from performance to the DualSense features and the massive roster of cameos, make this game well worth exploring and well worth every bit of your money that you spend on the game. And honestly, it is a great contender for Game of the Year. Granted, there hasn't been much great releases this year overall anyway. But thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Check out my other videos here and be prepared for what I have coming out next. I'm Anthony Olan, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.